Happy video day, guys. Christina, Brooke here. Today we're gonna be trying some new makeup that just launched at Sephora, some stuff that I've actually been eyeing for quite a while. I've had them actually sitting here for a few weeks. I just haven't been able to dive into them yet because there's been so much stuff going on. But we're going to talk about a new brand that Sephora just finished carrying. The brand is called Danessa Myricks. So this is a brand that actually a lot of people have used in the past. I know this was more of an indie brand and now Sephora is carrying it. So that is fantastic. We're going to be trying two of the products today. I'm going to be trying out the Lightwork highlighting palette, which I'm actually very excited to try. We're also going to be trying this product right here. So many people talk about the Color Fix. So this is kind of like a liquid pigment eyeshadow. We're going to be playing with this, and then finally I wanted to add another product that I feel like a lot of people have been talking about, and Sephora sent me this cute little sample and I said let's give it a shot. So this is the Benefit Magnetic Mascara. Everybody loves this. Everybody's been talking about, wow, they really work on your eyelashes. So I'm excited to see if that is any good or if it's all, you know, I don't know, kind of just like a fad or whatnot. So we're gonna try on all this stuff together if you guys are excited. And if you're new, hi, don't forget to hit subscribe. I would love to see you again. The button is somewhere around down here, and let's get into it. So first thing, let's talk a little bit about Danessa Myricks. There was a few products that released from the brand. So she has some cheek and eye products. She also has a foundation, which I was eyeing, and I almost picked it up, but I ended up picking up the LYS Beauty one, which if you guys haven't seen that review, check it out, that foundation. Have it on today, so amazing. There's also a cream bronzer, there was a setting powder, there's so many things. Like, she released a lot of things at Sephora, but I decided to pick up two things that just kind of called my attention. So first, let's talk about the first one that I picked up. So it's this one right here, and it's called the Color Fix Eye, Cheek, and Lip Cream Pigment. So it does describe itself as an award-winning multi-purpose long cream pigment that can safely be used on your eyes, lips, cheeks, for up to 24 hours. It's free of parabens. The product is one of Allure's best in beauty products. It's 100% eye safe, waterproof, crease proof, highly pigmented, and it comes in a bunch of different textures. You can use an eyeshadow brush. You can also use it as an eyeliner. You can use it as a lip color. There's so much stuff that you can use this product for. So that's what really intrigued me about the product. That's why I wanted to pick it up. And I ended up getting one of the matte ones. Okay, so the color that I ended up getting was Plum Wine, and these will retail you $18 US. I do have a few things to say about this product, and we're gonna get into that very quickly because you guys know I always tell you guys in the beginning of these videos what I think about the products. So the next thing that I picked up was the Lightwork palette. So this really got me excited when I saw it. So this is a $42 highlighting palette, okay? But I really just thought that the colors were so beautiful. It does come in two different variations for lighter or deeper skin tones. So it's a 6-piece multi-tonal highlighting palette for the face and body that has a cream to powder formula with very micro light particles inside of it. I love the fact that you can use this for your face and body, and I do feel like they did include so many different tones in here that you really can use it for a lot of different things. So those are the two products that I picked up from Danessa Myricks. So, and if you guys are wondering, Danessa Myricks is actually a self-taught makeup artist, photographer, entrepreneur. She's worked in film and creating a bunch of different looks for many celebrities. So this is a brand that I was very intrigued by, and I'm very intrigued by a lot of their products. So then I wanted to also try what everybody's talking about, which is this from Benefit. So this is the Real Magnet Benefit Mascara. Sephora actually had this up as an offer. I love to try mascaras as offers, guys, because you don't have to commit to the whole tube, and you kind of just really get an idea of the formula, and they always put the wand similar, so you get an idea of the wand as well. So I do really like to try the formula in these little samples. So this is an extreme lengthening and lifting mascara that is supposed to deliver 36 hours of wear with 40% longer lashes. It retails you $27 for the full size. So this has been kind of like going around, like it's kind of like one of those viral things that, you know, when you put the name magnet in a mascara, everybody's like, ooh, you know? So I wanted to see how good it really was. And guys, I've got some thoughts. I've got some thoughts. Of course, like always, I will show you guys how I used all of these products on my face at the end of this video. So you guys are going to see me putting it on for the very first time. But I do like to start the video off with some thoughts because That's what you're here for, right? You want to see what I think. You want to see how these products work. I'm going to start off with this one because I feel like I may have a very different view on this product than a lot of people. So the Color Fix, I picked it up in a color that I wish I wouldn't have picked it up in. So I picked it up in Plum Wine. I really thought that this was going to be a plum color. If you guys can see from the swatch when I first put it on, you will see that it's a very nice plum color with a little wine tint to it. I was so excited. I feel like when you start to blend it out, it does end up looking more on the wine side than the plum. And then as you blend it a little bit more, it actually starts to look a little fuchsia. If you guys can see on my lids, I think that it went from plum to wine to fuchsia. So, I mean, I guess when it comes to these type of liquid products, it is a little difficult to keep a plum, a true plum, when they're blended, if you know what I'm saying. So in reality, it ends up not looking as plummy as I would have wanted. So that to me is a little bummer for the whole lid. I tried putting this on all over my lid and I hated the way it looked. Not because the product is bad, just because the color was just not a good color for me. It just doesn't, I don't like the color, it was too deep. I wish I would have picked this up in one of the other formulas like the metallic or maybe even one that had a little bit of a satiny look to it. And I feel like those are gonna work a lot better to put them all over the lid and blend them out. And maybe even like a lighter one that kind of is close to my skin tone and isn't as dramatic. So I think I kind of did a goof up on the color, and there's more reason why. This product is a little messy. Okay, it's just like for an artist, you know? So I kind of put it on here, you know, when I was using the brush, I was getting it everywhere because I am a messy makeup person. So as I was doing this, I was kind of like getting it everywhere. The product is kind of like getting all over my fingers. I have it all over my brushes. I ended up using my fingers, so then it ended up all over my hand. This is like a messy product. I mean, it's kind of like using paint. You know how when you use paint and you're like, oh, I should have never used paint. Why didn't I have like a crayon? It's kind of like that type of product for me. And since I'm a busy mom, this type of product is very hard for me to use, okay? It's a very cool, innovative, fun, for very artistic looks. But for my everyday guys, I'm probably not going to use this. I'm also going to make sure to hide this very strategically away from my toddler because I can see this everywhere. I feel like if you don't want to go into the whole creative part of makeup and maybe make things look more like if you're doing like an art project on your eyes, like maybe getting 3 colors that are darker and blending them and making it look like a watercolor, if you're not into that, then I would definitely say this is a type of product that you would get something that's closer to your skin tone. You can use it all over the lid. Now, when it comes to formula in general, I can tell that this is a very decent, really cool formula. It's not creasing on my lids. It definitely dried down. So as I put it here and I started working with it, it gave me enough time to start to blend it, but I noticed it starting to dry and I was like, oh, let me work a little bit faster. And at this point, what's here is like dry. Like this isn't going anywhere. So this is definitely stuck. So this product does dry down. I can definitely tell that this is going to be very long wearing. And that's another reason that, in my opinion, I would like a lighter tone because this is going to like stick in place and this color may not come off very easily. So for me, I like the product. I just really think that I would have really preferred something a little lighter for my skin, or if I would have picked something that was just like an accent metallic-y shade that I could have put in the center of the lid, it would have worked a little bit better for my lifestyle. But yeah, I think that this is going to be a selective product of the people who are going to love it. I think it's definitely aimed more to the people who are a little bit more artsy with makeup. I also think that this is going to work fantastic as an eyeliner. I think if anything, that's probably what I'm going to use it the most for. This color is a little bit too dark for me to apply it as a blush. I probably would not like it, and it's also a little bit too dark for me to apply as a lipstick as well. So just make sure you pick a good shade that you feel like you would like to put it on different parts of your face. And also, I would think that the matte ones look interesting, but I think that maybe the easier route to take would be like the shinier ones that you can kind of put them as accents. And I think more people will get more use out of those than the mattes. So that's what I have to say about this, but I do like the formula. You guys can see it's not really blotchy or anything. I mixed it with an eyeshadow because this color on its own, I kind of look like a vampire or something, you know, like it just wasn't good on its own. That's the color, not the formula. And I felt like mixing it with an eyeshadow made it work a little bit better. So that's my thoughts on that for now. Of course, just first time trying this. I'm going to try it a little bit more. I have more thoughts on it. I just think that it's not going to be for everyone. This product, a lot of people are going to love. Now, I love this highlighter palette. I think it's absolutely stunning. I have it on right now. You guys see this like gorgeous glisteniness on my skin right now? This is that highlighter palette. I have two different colors on both sides of my cheeks. This is a gorgeous like rose gold tone, and it's very, very impactful. This one right here is also very, very pretty, has a little bit more of a goldy sheen to it. And this one is like literally if you're calling the aliens from space to come pick you up, like this is the color you use. Like these three colors are so, so beautiful, but they are very impactful. When it comes to my skin tone, these are the three that work the best. The other ones would work better on the body. And I actually like this. There's absolutely no glitter in here. Like this isn't glittery highlights. This is a very nice sheen highlight. It is brighter, so because it is brighter, don't put too much on your brush and put it straight on your face, or you will get that streak effect. So it's kind of like work it into the skin, go slowly, make sure you like the way it looks, and you'll be good. Or if you put too much on, you know, just get your beauty blender and just dab it into the skin. So this is a very high impact highlighter palette, so I would figure, you know, if you like high impact, you're gonna love this. If you don't like high impact, you may not like this as much, but it's very, very pretty. And that is probably my favorite product that I tried of the two, just because I was able to use it and love the way it worked without having to think, oh man, I should have gotten a different color, you know? So that was a very good product. I'm happy I purchased that one. Now when it comes to the Benefit product, here's the thing with this one, guys. I think that it did do a really good job at making my eyelashes look bigger, and it also didn't do like a bad job at making them look fuller, okay? The problem I have with this one is I don't think I'm gonna like this wand. If you guys remember, I used to have the Tarte Tartelist lash paint, which I used to really love, and they kind of changed the wand on that. I don't know when they did it, but all of a sudden the wand to me became like the stiff wand. This is a very stiff wand, like one of those wands, at least in this sample, which I believe it's going to be the same as the bigger one because that's why they give it to you as a sample. If you put it close to your eyelashes when you're going up, you almost feel it like scrape. And it kind of gives me the idea, like it gives me like one of those impressions that if you get like too close to your eye, you can like hurt your eye. I hate it when wands are so stiff. This one has like a stiffy wand feel. That's how the sample feels. You know, I'm pretty sure that the big one is going to feel the same. If you're somebody that your eyes are not sensitive and you don't care about like harder things touching your eyes, then maybe you'll like it. I like the effect that it does on the eyelashes, but I don't really love the wand. So because of that, I probably will not pick up the full size because I just want them all to work good. One thing that I love about the L'Oreal Lash Paradise is it does a really nice job of giving me length and fullness, but that wand is so soft that when I put it on, I can like put it on crazy and I don't feel scared like, ooh, did I touch my eyeball? Because I could have like hurt myself. This has one of those wands that are very stiff and I don't like those wands. So yeah, so now that I've kind of given you guys my thoughts, of course, these are first impression thoughts. Let me go ahead and show you guys me applying it. You guys will see how some of the stuff I struggled a little bit more with than others, and let's get into that right now. So when I wanted to try Danessa Myricks, I didn't really know what product to try from her. I wasn't sure. There was a few different things on the website, but what I ended up going with was this. So these are the Color Fix Matte Liquid Pigments. So these are for your lip, cheek, and eye color. I wanted to try this because so many of you guys said you need to try her Color Fix. And I'm like, okay. So I did pick up this. So I'm dying to see what it looks like. So this is what the casing looks like. And then inside, have you guys noticed lately it's like very hard to open up these cartons? I don't know. Ooh, look at this. Fun. So I got it in the color Plum Wine. You guys know that I love a good plum lid. So I decided that that might be a really fun color to try out. So I really don't know how I'm supposed to use this product, but let's see. So it says apply using a brush or finger for desired effect. So I think what I'm going to do is put down a lid primer first, just in case, because you guys know I do not like stained lids. Even though sometimes these primers don't 100% help with your lids getting stained, they do help a little bit. So just in case, because this color is plum, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my lids. I am using my MAC paint pot in soft ochre. So let's let that dry for a minute while we look at this. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is just put a little bit on my hand just so I can get an idea. Do you guys remember like in art that you would get like these little paint squeezies? Do you remember that? Oh my goodness, like this is what it reminds me of, like an art painting thing. So I'm just gonna squeeze some here. Ooh, look at that color. Ooh, that looks nice. Hopefully it stays this color and does not get like, hopefully it doesn't get like pinky. That's the color. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm excited. I think I put too much on. I think you could probably have this product forever, judging by, wow. You know, as it blends out, that's looking a little pink. I hope it doesn't get too pink on the lid because you guys know how much I love pink on the lid, but let's see. Let's see, I'm just gonna pretend like I'm doing like a painting class here and just kind of like blend this onto the brush, and then I'm gonna just kind of apply it. Ooh. Now the thing is, it might have just been the color I got, guys, but this is actually coming across to me a lot more pink than plum. So I'm using a brush that doesn't have any product on it, and I'm going to use it to kind of blend this product out a little bit. I've never really used this type of cream shadow, so there's a little learning curve. However, like I said, I think that this color is coming off a lot more fuchsia than like this plum that I thought it was gonna be. I don't know, am I supposed to like layer this? Maybe I'm just doing it wrong, but this looks a lot more fuchsia than I thought. The only thing, I mean, it's very hard to get into the inner part of the lid. I'm not a huge fan of cream shadows. Like, that is the truth. I really don't like them. They're just kind of like a pain to use. Like, look, and then everything gets dirty, you know? I'm not a huge fan of cream shadows. They are a little harder to use, and this is actually drying pretty quick. You know, I wish I would have gotten, now that I'm using this product, I really wish I would have gotten the one that was like kind of like a shimmery instead of like this pink color. I don't know if I like this for all over the lid. I don't know, I might scratch this idea and do something else because I don't like the color for like all over the lid, you know? Hold on a second, let's do something else because I want to give this a shot and I'm just like not loving the whole pink situation. All right guys, I am back. What I did was I just added a little bit of gray to my outer edge. I was just using the Wild West palette from Urban Decay, and I'm just creating like a kind of like gray shadow. I think that might work a little bit better in order to play with this color. So I'm gonna try this one more time. I'm just gonna put it in the center. I wish it would stay that color, but I know now it's gonna get kind of pinky. So I'm just gonna dab it in. Let's try using my finger. Maybe the finger works better than the brush. I'm just gonna kind of like try to put this in the center, and then I'm gonna blend it into the gray. Just trying something different. I wish I wouldn't have gotten this color. I feel like this color is not a smart choice because it's just not easy to work with. It's a very strong color. It's not easy to work with, and when it blends out, it turns into like a, just does not turn into the color I want. So I'm trying something else. Let's see if I could play with it this way. This is kind of very like creative makeup. I feel like if I wanted to like just sit here and just come up with something very, very creative, I think I could probably play with this and make something very artsy. But like practical makeup, this doesn't seem very practical to me because it's giving me a hard time, you know, like just to kind of like come up with an idea. Of course, I'm not used to this type of product. So what I'm going to do is just kind of blend this. Once it dries, it does kind of turn into like a powder, which makes it easier to work with, you know? So I'm going to kind of like blend this together. I'm going to grab some more of the gray. Hopefully be able to come up with something a little bit prettier than the situation we had going on before. Let's kind of just like pop some of this gray out down here. See how it layers over this matte shadow. Just kind of want to see if powders can mix with this because it's almost feeling like you're supposed to have like multiple of these to make them work together, but they're not easy. Like it's not very easy, you know? It is blending really nice with the gray, so that's good. So once it dries down, you can work with shadow with it and it works pretty good. Let me add a little bit into the inner portion. See, I'm kind of making it into like kind of like a gradient with the gray. I'm liking so much better how it looks like this than all over the lid. All over the lid just looked very elementary to me. I was not really into that. I thought it was going to do a different effect because I really thought it was going to be like a deep plum and I was going to do a real smoky eye, but it's not going to work with such a pinkier color, you know? So what I'm going to do is do this same idea on this lid, finish it off, clean it off a little bit, then we'll get into some of the mascaras, and I think this is going in a better direction. So let me do this eye. All right, guys, so this is as good as it's going to get with the eyes right now. I tried my best to kind of blend this color out. It does blend pretty nicely. It's just the color itself is so niche for me. So it was a little bit hard to work with, but let's go ahead and let's try the mascara. So the mascara I want to try is the new Benefit Magnet Mascara. How many people talked about this thing? I'm trying to see if it's any good. I got a sample from Sephora and I said, you know what, let's try it out. Why not? I'm not going to buy the whole thing if you're going to send me a sample. So let's see how. It's an interesting wand. It kind of reminds me of the Tarte Tartalist wand. You guys remember that wand? Looks like the stiffer wands. Let's see. Yeah, it is like one of those stiffer wands. So if it's anything like this, I don't like these wands. I always feel like they're going to poke out my eyes. Like they're very stiff, you know? That being said, I like what it does to the eyelashes though, right? The eyelashes look pretty good. There's a big difference there, I think. There we go. Actually, you know what? These eyelashes look a little magnetic, right? I think that they actually did go whoop. Huh. I think I actually might like that. Not sure about the wand, but I like that. Let's try what I've been dying to try on. Let's try the new Danessa Myricks Beauty Lightwork palette. So this is probably my most excited piece of everything we're going to try today. Oh my god, look at my hands, they're all dirty. So it looks just like this. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to put this on my lids. Look at this. If it looks like it was swatched, it's probably because I did stick my finger in it the other day. So this is a whole highlight palette. Now let me be honest with you guys. Do I need this? Probably not. A whole highlighting palette this ginormous. I don't need another highlighting palette for the rest of my life. Look at my hands. I'm like full of this cream thing. Oh my goodness. I want to go ahead and I want to play with the color Piece of Cake. So this was supposed to be for the light fair skin tones. I like a peachy highlighter, so I want a pinky. Oh, holy cannolis. You guys see that? Oh my lord. Wow, this is like a really bright highlight, but it looks so skin-like. Wow, that's very beamy though. Look at that. On this side, I want to try, let's try Common Sense on this side. This one has a little bit like a goldy look to it. They're a little bit more beamy than I thought that they were going to be. I thought they were going to be a little more calm. I'm just going to go like this, just a little, because you know, look, the whole beamy look is not like super in right now, you know, so I'm just going to kind of dye it down just a tad, but definitely pretty. I want to try like this bronzy color that I can't really use anywhere on my face because it's way too dark. I want to kind of like put it right here. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that's pretty on the lids. I kind of like it with this look too. I think it needed that. That's like a real pretty like gold shadow for somebody who's like a light skin tone. You can't really use that too much on the face. That makes a really nice accent color. And it's like a perfect gold. That's pretty. What do you guys think? That's pretty. Let's highlight the brow bone with this color right here because this is like so vibrant. Oh my god. It's almost too vibrant for me. A little too vibrant. That's super vibrant. Let's calm that down just a tad. What else do we want to do? Easy breezy on the nose. Kind of get an idea. Yeah, this color right here, to me, on my skin tone, is almost like the same color, and it just gives it a little bit of a sheen. So almost like this one and this one are the ones that are going to be the most natural looking on me. but ooh, the highlight is pretty. Yes, I like the highlight. All right, so let me go ahead and finish off the look with some lipstick. I would use this color, but it's just too much for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on some lipstick, finish off this look, and we'll get into some quick little final thoughts. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your comments down below. I do know a lot of people like this Color Fix product from Danessa Myricks. Let me know if it is the color that I picked up or if the other formulas like the satin or the metallics are the better route to take. Tell me your thoughts. I want to know because I do know a lot of people did like this and I had a hard time working with it. It's everywhere. Like I'm such a mess right now. But anyways, thanks so much for watching and don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already. I'll talk with you guys later. Bye.